Hi guys, welcome to our CJFIT at home Pilates workouts. We have got a bodyweight workout for you today, so all you need is a mat, yourself, and about 30 minutes of your time to get this done. So join us and let's get started. We're going to start standing for our first exercise. Come right to the end of your mat. We're just starting walking forward with those arms into our plank position and all the way back up. Walking out and up. You can go at your own pace, a little faster to get that blood pumping, or a little slower just to work on activation and control. And on our last one, we'll stay out in that plank position and then push back into the heels and walking through those feet from our downward dog. From here, we're going to step forward with our right leg. Bring that right elbow towards the floor, and then twisting towards our front leg. Twisting down and open. And then placing that right hand on the floor, step back into your plank position, and we change legs. Bring that left foot forward, left elbow reaches to the floor, and all the way back up. Then we're going to step back into our plank position and again changing legs. This time as our right leg comes forward, we're going to drop that left knee, press forward into our lunge, and then shift the hips back, stretching out that right leg. And just moving at your own pace, shifting those hips forward and back, stretching the front leg as much as you can throughout. From here, changing legs, left foot will come forward, dropping that right knee, and again pushing forward into that lunge, then shifting the hips back and stretching that front leg out. Again, going at your own pace. And finishing off our last one, we're going to come back onto the knees and taking that right leg out to the side. We want to keep our hips facing forward throughout, about 90 degrees with that right leg and really pushing the heel into the floor. From here, we're going to shift the hips to the side, press through the heel to come back up. Bringing that leg back in, and we're changing over, making sure that knee is going right over the toes as we move, pushing through the heel and up. and bringing that knee back in. We're just going to finish our warm up with a few wrist circles. So bring the hands together. We're just going to twist and turn one way and changing direction. And release the hands, circling the wrist one way and the other. Alright guys, let's get started. We're going to start in a downward dog position for our first exercise. So bring those hands down onto the mat, tuck the toes under, we're pressing up and back with those hips down into the heels. From here, we're going to reach our opposite hand to opposite ankle. So if I'm starting with my right hand, I'm going to reach to my left ankle, preferably on the outside, and then place the hand back. We want to maintain control as we reach and lower, alternating arms. That's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have 10 more. That's 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We can drop those knees down and give the arms a bit of a shake out from that position. Again, rolling the wrists one way and the other. You can bring those hands together again and just make little circles one way and the other way. Alright guys, we're going to come into our plank position for our next exercise. So back up onto those hands into a high plank. We're going to be twisting our body from a straight forward plank position into a side plank, all the way back, the other side and all the way back. So just alternating sides. You want to keep nice and strong in that body. You can allow those hips to move and open out to that full side plank, or you may choose to keep the hips a little more square, and that is completely up to you. So coming into that high plank position, up onto the toes, and we're going to twist ourselves, opening right up into that side plank, controlling on the way down. 2, and lower. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. We have 10 more. Let's go. 10, lower, 9, lower, 8, 7, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, open, control that lower down. We can drop the knees and just sit back onto the heels, reaching those arms forward and relax the head and chest down to the floor. You may choose to hold this position as long as you like. More than welcome to pause the video and just hold that stretch and that recovery for a little longer. If you're staying on with me, we're going to cross one arm underneath the body, back of the hand on the floor, and release down. Coming back to center, changing sides, back of the hand along the floor, and release. And come back to our central position. We're going to move on. This time we are coming into some side lying exercises. We'll be working those glutes with some clam exercises and also our adductors, those inside thighs with some leg raises. So we're going to start on our right side, coming down onto the floor and just bending those knees up into about a 45-degree angle or whatever is most comfortable for you. You want to make sure those hips are staying stacked on top of each other and our top hand is rested on the floor just to support you, give you a little bit more stability in that position and make sure that those hips are staying on top of each other. From here, we are going to come into our clams on our first side. So opening that top knee up, you want to keep the feet close together and lower. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, last one, 12, and relax. Give yourself a moment. Take as much rest as you need between sets. If you are continuing with me, this time we are going to complete the same clam opening exercise, but this time adding a leg extension from the knee. So we're going to open that leg, extend from the knee, back in, and lower down. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2 more, 7, and 8. And relax that leg down. We're going to bring our top leg over onto the floor, extending our bottom leg out, flexing that foot and reaching the heel away. We're coming into our leg raises with our bottom leg. We're going to lift off the floor, pause at the top, control on the way down. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 2 more, 11, and 12. Relax that leg down. We can roll onto our back and just bring those legs in. Give yourself a hug, a little rock side to side to release those hips. And when you're ready, we're going to turn over onto the other side. Our left side is coming onto our mat, stacking those hips on top of each other. Our top hand is just coming in front of our body and legs up into that 45-degree bend. We're coming into our clam openings. Let's go. 1, lower, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 2 more, 11, last one, 12, and lower that leg. Take as much rest as you need between the sets. If you're following along with me, we're going straight into our opening and extension. So opening that knee, extend from the knee joint, lower and down. 2, open, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2 more, 7, last one, open, extend, 8, and close. We're going to take that top leg over, extending the bottom leg out, flexing the foot and reaching that heel away from us. We're coming into our leg raises. Off we go. Pause at the top and lower. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 2 more, 11, last one, 12, and control that lower. Again, we're going to come onto our back, Bring those legs up, hugging in the knees, and just give yourself a little rock side to side, staying here as long as you need. And when you're ready, we are moving on to our next exercise. We have 2 more plank-based exercises left for our workout. We're going to start off with a moving plank. We'll start right up in that high plank, moving down onto the elbows, and then all the way back up, alternating sides each time. It's very important to keep that body nice and still, and keeping those hips as square as possible, as still as possible throughout. Bringing the hands right underneath the shoulders. You can bring the legs almost as wide as your mat, just to give yourself a little bit more stability. And we begin coming down to the elbows, nice and controlled, and all the way up. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 2 more, 11, and that's 12. Drop those knees. You can push back, release the arms, dropping that head and chest down. Coming into our last exercise, we're going to come onto our elbows, up into our plank, and just opening one leg and the other. Tap the toe out and in. Alternating legs, tap, back together. That's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10 more, that's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release those knees, pushing back. And take your time in this position as long as you need. Following on to stretch, we're going to press forward and release those hips down, reaching up in the chest. And just moving those shoulders side to side. If that's comfortable for you. And release. We're going to bring one leg forward, bending in the knee, bring that shin forward, and release the lower leg, extend it behind, We're either staying up on those hips or reaching forward to intensify the stretch. And walking the hands up, we're going to change sides. Bring the other leg forward. Extend the back leg away from you and either staying up on the hips or for a more intense stretch, if your mobility allows, reaching forward over that front leg. And walking the hands back up, we're going to release ourselves out of that stretch. Taking our right leg out to the side, bring the left leg in. We're going to reach up and over with that left arm over that right leg. Try and stay nice and open in that chest. And release from that stretch, changing legs. Extend the left leg out. We're reaching our right arm up and over. And releasing from that stretch. You may choose to finish your Pilates practice today with some more stretches if you have any tight areas of the body, but from us, that is it for our 30-minute session bodyweight Pilates workout today. Don't forget to like and subscribe and keep an eye out for some more videos coming your way.